Ah, okay. Hello. Yes, my mic just got disconnected for no reason, but I am here now. Hello. Welcome to Rai Galilei Stram. Rai Galilei Stram Yokoso, thank you for coming. How are you today? Yeah. It's been a long time. Is it? It's been a while since I streamed. Work has been really hectic lately, but I'm doing really good. So I guess that's good. Oh my god, I replayed. I forgot how to stream though. Oh no. Anyway, how are you all today? Yeah. Good. Me good. How are you, Rai? But I'm good. Halo Pak Polisi Rai, kapan collab sama yang lain? Rai dari kemarin collab sama yang lain, tapi Rai tidak stream in. Soalnya kondisi tempatnya tidak bisa untuk stream karena sedang di luar, jadinya streamnya tidak bisa bagus begitu. Hmelo. Did you hear your BGM, Rai? No. Is it there? Is it big? I don't know. I cannot hear my BGM, and I almost never heard my BGM ever since the first month of my debut, I guess. Oh, hello, Kon. Ban. No, Konnichiwa. Hello. Collab LOL tiap minggu, benar sekali. Ntar besok Ray juga bakal ada collab LOL. I am very happy. Ada yang mau main LOL sama Ray. But yes. Well. Not in my best shape, but I feel happy watching you stream. Thank you. I'm happy that you are here too. Hammer, I hope your days goes less this week. Yes, I hope your week goes less this week as well. Tam. Konbanwa. BGM okay, thank you. More villain voiceovers? Maybe not today. It's quite stressing. I swear you stream today makes me it's already a lifesaver. Oh, I know you. Menuhi Gabriel. Dari desu ka Korabu wa itu Azura Cecilia san. Yes. Got LOL friend nice. Yeah. It's been a while, but I loves playing LOL. I kind of stopped playing LOL because nobody plays LOL, and well, playing League of Legends alone is not something that I like because, well, I don't know, it just feels a bit empty, It just feels a bit empty, and I decided like, let's stop playing League. There's not a lot of people who would watch me play League, and like me playing League sometimes can be a little bit stressing when I was alone. So let's just stop. And so I stopped playing League for like a long time, and I would only play when somebody like, hey Rai, let's play League of Legends. Sure, let's play League of Legends, something like that. Weekly LOL, road to Niji ID Pro. Yes, road to Niji ID Pro. I'm glad you get to play with friends. Ya, kangen Rai juga kangen kalian. My brother plays LOL. What do you want to play with? I'm not sure if I'm going to open some solo League of Legends stream again yet, but let's see. Now you got a full team. Yeah, I got a full team. And everyone's doing so well though. Like surprisingly, everyone is doing so well. I mean, like, I'm the type of person who is really bad at everything, but like, I can feel that like if I try hard enough, I will grow eventually. And they're growing so fast. I was so surprised. Like, they good player. They will become pros if they continue, and I will be happy. I will be proud mom. Bad accident. Oi. Rai kapan pensiun? Pensiun jadi polisi. Maksudnya jadi polisi interdimensi? Tidak akan. Rai tidak akan pensiun jadi polisi interdimensi. Karena saat Rai pensiun menjadi polisi interdimensi, Rai akan lupa sama kalian. Kalau misalnya Rai lupa sama kalian, berarti Rai sudah tidak ada di Nijisanji lagi, begitu. Or maybe I will, I'm not sure. But most likely I would not even remember that I stream or something like that. So yes. Your villain voiceover be real good. I mean,
I have been always been wanted to become a villain. You see, don't you know the joys of being the evil one, the joys of being powerful and happy? Well, until the last moments where the heroes try to kill me with their nakama powers, but other than that, I will be living a very happy life, you see.
Rai, kamu jangan pensiunnya iya. But we'll never forget about you, Rai. Yeah. I hope I can say the same thing, but that's technically almost impossible. But by the power of hope and nakama no chikara. Yeah. Anyway, ada banyak sekali orang yang baru datang ke stream Rai. Jangan lupa untuk membaca rule-nya di deskripsi sebelum chat di chat. There's a lot of people who just came into Rai stream. Don't forget to check the rules in the description before chatting in the chat. Thank you. Kakinya nggak diangkat lagi, Rai. Rai-nya lagi nggak mau angkat kaki dulu. Nanti kalau seandainya Rai lagi pengen lurusin kaki aja begitu. I can discourage you're a policer, so why you want to become a villain? You know, not a villain per se. I wanted to become the anti-hero. Also, like, acting as a villain is fun. Also, being a hero is hard. Because like, yeah, being a villain is easy and being a hero is very hard because there's like so many boundaries when you're trying to become a hero, but there's almost no boundaries at all when you're trying to become a villain. Something like that. Rai, siap ka Nijisanji question?
Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Ikuzo, senpai.
Rai mau dub anime nggak? Kalau misalnya Rai dapat pekerjaan dub anime, tapi kayaknya Rai apa namanya? Kalau misalnya ada orang kayak itu kayak datang, Rai, kita membuat anime, kamu menjadi salah satu dubber ya. Oh, I will take it. But that didn't happen, so I would not drop. Oke, Resan udah baca rule-nya pas nonton videonya pas sambil offline. Terima kasih. What if jadi villain tapi kamu orang yang gak enakan, gimana? Oh, that's kind of weird, but okay. I mean, like, there's a lot of villains, like many kinds of villains that exist. And there's kind of villain that would go like full on, like, yeah, screw the rules, I'm going to rule the world. But there's also the kind of villain like, I'm going to kill what I can, and I will spare people who's weak. I just wanted to do my mission quietly and what's it called? Efficiently, something like that. Aside to the enroll Nijisanji and they'll include Intel, yeah, they do actually. I was so surprised when I was like suddenly like Rai. I was just woke up like not so long time ago, and like Rai, you're one of the picks. Congratulations! What? I hope they're doing well though.
I'm transferring my power to Kuzuha Senpai, yes. Behold, the powered interdimensional police, the Azure Dragon.
Azure Durago no Chikara.
Behold, the power of the Azure Dragon. You all will know fear.
Can you say for me? No.
You gotta pay up.
Have I watched the new Saw movie? Not yet. Oh, Kurohiko-san! Hello, Kurohiko! Selamat malam, apa kabar? Tes diterima, Pak. Can you wink? I wink. Wait, did I miss something one thing with Kujoa? Yeah, I mean like not technically not playing like real playing, no. It's just like NPC name after me or something. But still, it's kind of funny and it's fun as well. Hello, Rai, hello. Alright, time to donate in Miss Logic. Oh, ito to. Rai, bisa kaya nggak? Tentu saja. Wink task. Double wink. Behold my winks. Katanya Pak Pelatih pengen main kakinya cepat, kamu cek bantu tim yang berarti kita. Ya, oh my god. Wah. I missed the wink. This is the wink. Behold, my double wink shall shatter your hearts. Gitu. Anyway, work has been doing really well lately. I guess soon I'm going to have like cuti. But yeah, I'm going to like rest a lot. Actually, things has been going really easy. Like not so long time ago, because like most of my work has been finished. All I need to do is just like the small stuff now, so like finally some rest times. Yes, it does shatter my heart. Oh, just please don't die. You already shattered my heart long time ago. Yeah, you break. I have been doing really well lately. I've been sleeping a lot. I've been eating burger. I still have the Coke from 2 days ago. Other than that, yes. Rai main game gacha nggak dulu? Rai sempat main Ark Knights, yes. I just thought of something. Rai is the perfect shape of bipolar. In the outside KB fit metabolic, but inside love page pop smoke deep. Gimana? Scusi. Coke is oil. Ya, Rai besok buka POV LOL nggak? I'm not sure, but maybe I will. Maybe, big maybe. Right, if you can't finish it, it's best you don't. I don't. Yeah, I've been thinking like, I should stop my Coke intake because it will kill me. But yeah, so like, oh, thank you for the donation, Chato. Thank you, TK. Semoga cepat break. Rai, thank you, TK. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Have a great break, Rai. Thank you. Rai CC, what's a CC? So don't forget to read the rules. Jangan lupa untuk membaca rule-nya. Oh yeah, from like from like the last stream, there's suddenly a lot of people who like submit an eat me marshmallow, which is kind of good, but like yeah, I'm going to read it now. Yes, wait a while. There's a lot of eat me marshmallow that I need to read in stream. Oh, let's see. When is the last time? 10 days ago. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So, wait. This is not an eat me marshmallow, but I guess I owe an explanation. The marshmallow goes something like this. Hmelo Rai, I hope you're fine and everything goes well with your works. I wanna ask something that you might can explain more in 101 class, which probably I won't, but you ever mention about the camera in your dimension that can be converted or the result can be shown in our dimension? I wonder how it works. Then what about the camera you currently use? Is it because it's from this dimension and it can be used for live streaming? Apakah hasil dari kamera di dimensi IPD hasilnya nggak akan kebaca di dimensi ini karena pada dasarnya emang beda? Atau kenapa? Apakah semua fasilitas untuk virtual library itu berasal dari dimensi ini? Ray biasanya live streaming di dimensi mana? Dimensi ini atau dimensi IPD? IPD dorm itu cuma di dimensi IPD kah? Kalau di dimensi ini Ray tinggal di mana? Penya sama TV tinggal di mana dimensi mana? Gitu. I watch your 7K free talk and suddenly I got a lot more questions on how gadgets work in every dimension. Okay. So basically, you can't bring a gadget from other places into the IPD because they would get broken while when we transport, and that's just the thing. But Staffsan managed to create a camera that could be used in every dimension, in every dimension exists in the timeline for some reason. I'm not gonna question that. Yeah, and like, so basically I can't really photograph anything from my dimension because that's technically impossible. So yeah. Also, Panya and Tab is living with me here in the IPD dorm dimension right now. Yes, IPD dorm itu cuma di dimensi IPD, benar sekali. Kalau di dimensi ini Rai tinggalnya di mana? Rai nggak tinggal di dimensi kalian. Rai setiap kali streaming itu pasti di dimensi Rai sendiri, begitu. Begitu. Staffsan saya juga wasal ke Staffsan. Ano bahasa Indonesia apa Inggris? Seperti di rule di deskripsi, kalau kamu membaca, jika seandainya kamu bertanya dalam bahasa Inggris, maka Ray akan menjawab dengan bahasa Inggris. Jika kamu bertanya dengan bahasa Indonesia, maka Ray akan membalasnya dengan bahasa Indonesia, begitu. Di dimensi Ray makannya enak nggak? Depends, tergantung. Staffsan really is an elder god like Eja said. Remember, in IPD there is no such thing as an elder god, because we almost have like every species possible working for us. So like, still, Staffsan is strong. Baru nonton stream Rai akhir-akhir ini. By the way, apa alasan Rai senang main game League of Legends? At first, I was a Dota player. Pertama kali Rai main MOBA itu, Rai itu pemain Dota. Rai main Dota 1 yang ada di World of Warcraft 3 sebagai mod. And then like as time goes, Rai pindah ke Dota 2 saat Rai sudah mempunyai komputer yang cukup baik. Terus abis gitu Rai diajak sama temen Rai, ini main LOL namanya apa tuh, coba aja main gitu. Terus akhirnya main dan ternyata seru gitu. Akhirnya Rai main LOL lama dan akhirnya stay di LOL begitu. First time go in your dimension that there's a plant that is sweet and you suck it, and is that true? Oh no, that's not my dimension, but like it's one of the other dimension plant that we brought here and then we cultivated. So yes, it's not technically our plant, but yes, it exists. Do you know Toriko? Toriko anime, Toriko manga? There is basically some world that is like that, where you can eat basically everything. Oh boy, Warcraft. Hello, Fera. Yes, Warcraft. It's been a while. Datanya pakai main apa, Ray? Sudah lupa. Tapi dulu kalau nggak salah Ray itu sering mainnya itu sebagai oh no, I forgot the name. Itu tuh apa namanya? Yang dia kalau misalnya bunuh orang dia bakal stack soul. Baru ultinya itu literally just an explosion of himself, depending tergantung sama soulnya ada berapa, nanti dia meledaknya sakit gitu. And then his skills is basically just nukes. I forgot the name of the hero. Other than that, I used to play as Phenomancer. What do you mean back in the Dota days, support or carry? I used to do carry. Also I like, what's it called, Ursa Warrior, because it's so simple. I mean like as in simple in mechanics, something like that. Thank you for watching the illustration in Twitter. I am happy. Thank you for drawing, Rai. I'm happy too. Shadow Fiend, yes. Nevermore, yes. Nevermore, Shadow Fiend, the same thing. I used to be keeper of the light main. Good times, yeah. Horse attack. And I'm just very at the beginning friendly, but also very annoying. Yeah. You kind of need to go home every now and then when you're fighting Phenomancer. Rai suka film horor nggak, Rai? Dulu suka film horor, tapi sekarang tidak terlalu. Tapi kalau ada temen ya ketawa-ketawa aja. Ursa is also very fun. Souling Roshan with Ursa is very fun. Yes, you feel so strong. Merasa kuat sekali. Right, sorry I late, it's okay. Anyway, there's still a lot more marshmallow to be read. Masih ada banyak marshmallow yang harus Rai baca. Mari kita lanjut. Rai, are you fluent in Indonesian and English? Is it because you're indeed fluent, or you learned it since you're from IPD dimension and you speak IPD language? And did you ever get hints of your past life before you forgot everything? Hint from past life? None. Almost zero. Virtually nothing. Not almost zero. It's actually just zero. There's no hint of my past life or whatsoever. Yeah, there's no hint of my past life or whatsoever. I just know that I just born and I work in IPD, something like that. And the other question is, wait, where's the marshmallow? I learn Indonesian and English. My main language is neither, so like I kind of learn it. That's why I haven't mastered English. I haven't mastered Indonesian as well. So if I talk weird, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Saya mencoba. Work no life, just work, yes. Ray udah makan kan? Ray belum makan. Tapi Ray tadi sudah makan tadi sore, yes. Kapan nikah Pak Polisi? Begini. Jadi kalau di IPD itu tidak ada boleh yang namanya hubungan relationship sama sekali. Itu nggak boleh. Pacaran tidak boleh, apalagi menikah. Yang boleh kamu nikahi di IPD adalah pekerjaanmu sendiri, begitu. Kenapa begitu? Soalnya kalau seandainya kamu menikah dengan orang satu, itu akan membuat pekerjaanmu menjadi terganggu, dan dua, nanti partnermu itu bisa diculik, nanti partnermu itu bisa lebih bahaya buat bikin kamu lebih sengsara dan sebagainya, begitu. Jadi ada banyak hal yang dihitung di sana. Oleh karena itu Rai tidak bisa menikah. Parem baru saja kena work zone. Ya maaf atuh. Can you demonstrate your mother language or is something mere human unable to hear? Human can't hear that. The reason of that is because it's an IPD language. It's basically like our secret sign. So like other people from other dimension that is not from IPD could not hear it, and when we converse, people just doesn't understand. We can like make plans from that. We can like make secret codes of what to do and everything. So yes, other than IPD, people can't really hear our talk, but they can see our mouth going. Kira hubungan kita spesial gitu. Si Gotosan fits Rai well, yes. Nikah sama pekerjaan, benar sekali. Kenapa kalau Indonesia suka nanya kapan nikah Indonesia negara mati? Maritime. Gitu, wait. Can somebody draw me like a hand and a pistol? I would like to use it every now and then. Oh my god. Hello Bang yang from Indonesian. Selamat datang di stream Rai. Jangan lupa untuk membaca rule-nya di deskripsi. Nyaho guys. Nyaho. Imagine a Man in Black series how based on IPD will be amazing, to be honest. Kind of a Man in Black series is basically, it's almost basically how IPD works, I guess. I mean, that's kind of it. It's kind of it. But yeah, it's kind of it. Kind of. Pasti harus taat sama hukum negara ya kan, Rai? Hukum negara IPD, Rai. Benar sekali. You're born to work and serve eternally. Yes, I am born to serve and work eternally. Forever. I can't even, I don't know, actually. I don't think I can die. Like, as in old die. I remember like one of the higher ups can reach up to like thousands years old and they still kind of look young. Oh, thank you for the donation. Tutu. Terima kasih. 50.000 dari
Con.
I will tamku. I will eat very soon. IPD employees have no desire to marry. We do. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure some of us do, but like, the thing is, our work is too important. It's kind of like, if you marry somebody, you will feel like, oh no, if I marry somebody, that means my work will get disturbed. That means a lot of dimension that it was counting on me would die. My loved ones will also die, something like that. So like it's something that we put in the most back of our mind, probably. Begitu. Maksudnya tim Bilingual sekarang udah ngerti bilek cacing. Aku baru lihat thumbnail buat besok Rai with Benue Airs looks okay. Thank you for those who draw it though. I kind of forgot like the long name of the one who draws, but I know the one who draws have this PP of like mulut berdarah terus dia pegang pisau terus depan namanya R or something like that. If you're here, please show yourself. Eternal Beauty and Christmas Blast gimana? Rai masih ngejar tikus, oi. Imagine the higher ups use transformation just like Tsunade not to keep looking younger. No, they don't actually. Just like what I explained to you before, to all of you before, the older we are, the more our hair will change. But yeah, our physical appearance doesn't change at all actually. Beda employers atau pigeoners? What's a pigeoneer actually? Employer itu basically orang yang dipekerjakan. Misalnya staff itu namanya employee. or something, maybe, I don't know. Check Google. Okay, so it was only like years since I joined Nijisanji, and I'm just gonna conclude that when you join force is where that was like 1 year old baby. Shut up. Is why you also joined the force, is that where, oh my god. When you also no, actually I have been working for IPD for a very long time. The moment I get into Nijisanji is not the moment where I get to IPD. I have been working for IPD for like very long. I mean, like, basically since I was born. I don't even remember how old I am anymore. How old am I? What did I say the last time I say how old I am? Ray, kalau Azura ngomong bahasa Alien, Ray ngerti nggak? Yes, harusnya ngerti. Ray, saya pamit ya, mau belajar dulu. Mohon maaf kalau ada salah dengan perkataan saya pamit dulu ya. Oke, terima kasih datang ke stream Ray. Selamat belajar. Pigeoneer, apa tuh? Pigeon isn't something who owns a pigeon. Ray, kendaraan apa yang nggak bisa dinaikin penting, tapi kalau nggak dijaga hancur relationship. Oke. Oke. He's going at it again. Does the existence of IPD mandatory for multiverse to exist and progress? Can it progress naturally without IPD interference? Format progress. Yes, because sometimes there are just dimensions that have advanced so fast to the point where they can go to other dimensions, which are okay, but sometimes there are just people who would like to destroy other dimensions, and that's basically what we're here for. We're protecting that dimension from other dimensions threat, so it wouldn't like wage war or make things even worse or something like that. Itu kerja di IPD, benar sekali. 21 if I recall, 21 or 22, yeah. It's been 22 years since I worked from IPD, because when I was born in IPD, I work in IPD. For those who don't remember, basically when we quote unquote born, our body is this, something like that. Jadi kalau seandainya di sama atasannya jadi ada orang dijadikan IPD, misal orangnya itu orang tua, ya mereka lahirnya jadi orang tua begitu. Just guys, are you really a police? It's a common misconception, but IPD is not a police department. It's just the name. We're more like an army instead of like a police though. Right, di IPD ada orang terdekat kah selain sama bosan? Bosnya bos. Bosnya bos. Other than that, dulu Ray ada beberapa orang yang dekat, tapi udah nggak ada begitu. Just your regular day in IPD. The IPD take serious when you get injured during some your work is better than times we inmate want to see Rai safe. In case you didn't know, we IPD people have something called like imagine Super Mario Extra Life. When you die, you respawn. That's basically how IPD works. When we die, we respawn. But we don't have like unlimited supply of life. When we're out of life, we will technically die forever. So like sometimes we need to like check if we have the appropriate life count before going into missions. But yeah, so like we can't really die. So it's like Green Lantern Army, kind of. IPD, Interdimensional Police Department. Rai suka baca manga nggak? Yes. Jabatan Rai di IPD apa? Jabatan Rai di IPD adalah Beast. Sekarang Rai sudah menjadi Gar. Basically di IPD itu ada 10 tingkat jabatan. Rai itu adalah tingkatan ke-7. Selamat malam, Rai. How are you? I hope you're doing great and most importantly healthy. I'm doing but I'm doing great. Everything about the is kind of confusing, but it's fun to hear it about it from you, Rai. Thank you. But it's also the one who invited to play LOL is no longer in this world. I'm sorry for asking. Not really. He's still kind of here. Yeah, he's still here, basically. He's one of my ex-teammates, but yes, he's still here. If it's allowed, explain the ranks in IPD again. Okay, so basically we have like 10 we have like 10 ranks in IPD. Basically the first one is Eon or Lon, it depends on how you want to pronounce it. And then the second one is Ant, the third one is Sphinx, the fourth one is Room, the fifth one is Jade, the sixth one is Beast, the seventh one is Gar, the eighth one is High Eon or High Lon, and then 9 is Meyer, and 10 is V Eon or Lon, something like that. Rai, kapan cover lagu apa lagi? Kemarin Rai sudah menggalang dana untuk cover. Yes, nanti cover akan keluar antara bulan depan awal-awal apa pertengahan begitu. Sampai jam berapa Rai streamnya tergantung, tapi kayaknya Rai cuma bakal stream sebentar doang hari ini. So are you a higher up? Kind of. Yes, I'm actually kind of a higher up. My rank is kind of high. I'm at the 7th rank from the 10. Tanuchimi ya. Aku masih kaget kalau Ipd itu nyata, tentu saja. Right, Aida.
Hello, Hanamaki. Welcome to the stream.
I'm not an idol. Well, thank you for coming. GK, I'm just joking. Then probably getting promoted based on the amount of interaction with Earth, lol. I'm hungry. Oh my god. Anyway, other marshmallow. Oh, langsung gitu suaranya imut-imut ako.
Aku imut. Bisa saja kau melucu, Hanamaki.
Rai is idolent. Yes, I am idolent. I am odol, not idol. Eat something Rai. I will after this. Don't worry. Also, I have salt cookies. I have
Sugar cheese.
Can I eat you, Rai? I'm hungry. No. No, you. I eat you. Habis makan apa, Rai? Sugar cheese. Anyway. Back to the marshmallow. Right, what do you call music that's really long and lyrics have a lot of part and section multi? I will destroy you. JK, you're doing great. Where do you get all of the stuff? Ya, kalau dimakan rasanya gimana? Nggak enak, gak usah dimakan. Right, is odol, noted. Find out which oil. Rai sukanya sugar cheese atau yang pakai coklat atau enggak? There's sugar cheese yang pakai coklat? Really? Adakah? Rai biasanya kalau beli sugar cheese itu yang biasa aja yang plain. We're talking about the same sugar cheese, right? We're talking about Aki Guan. Right? Anyway, eat me marshmallow. Did your boss ever get mad at you because every time you told us about your boss, must be about your boss giving you food, drink, or a day off. My boss is actually kind of kind, despite that he's kind of like very stern looking. He's actually pretty kind. It's just that he just kind of looks scary and kind of sounds scary, but he's a very good guy. Yeah, he's like a dad actually. Kind of funny. Anyway. No, you hear nothing. Not my telephone. And oh my god, I was just talking about him and like he just came. I kind of know probably what he's gonna say, but yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Oh Lord. Wait a while. I'm going to call with my boss for a little bit while. Please wait for a bit. Goodbye. Back. Anyway. Then he said something like, "Boss is watching. If I say something that's supposed to be on this call, he'll contact me." Not really. He's just saying like he just said something like about my cutie and everything. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'm back today, ma. Yes, I'm back. Anyway, back to Marshmallow. Kalau anggota IPD itu semuanya benar-benar gacha, berarti ada senior Rai yang lebih muda dari Rai, sama ada junior Rai yang lebih tua dari Rai. Yes, benar sekali. Maksud kamu badannya atau maksud kamu ininya apa? Dia sudah lama di sana. Kalau sudah lama di sana, tentu saja ada. Gitu. Kalau seandainya badan juga tentu saja ada gitu. Kalau seandainya badan, yes. Jadi misalnya kamu diangkatnya jadi IPD itu waktu kamu badannya tua, berarti kamu di IPD bakal jadi orang tua. Tapi santai saja karena punggung kamu tidak akan seperti orang tua. Semua yang ada di IPD kesehatannya akan kembali menjadi normal, cuma fisiknya akan menjadi terakhir kali kamu diangkat jadi IPD itu seperti apa begitu. Anyway, is that a zombie? It's a zombie. Don't look at the zombie. I keep on forgetting to delete the zombie, but okay. Anyway, I'm back to Marchman. Alright, you mentioned in a free talk about with Taka that you ever get something sickness by poison. When did you get poison and why? In IPD lines of work, I think it's quite common for you to get poisoned when the enemy have poison attributes. Basically, like I said before, we used to die as well. I mean, like, death in IPD is not something permanent, so we kind of try our best to be careful, but in the same time, if you kind of like gone, you're okay, something like that. Russian? Oh no, I can't speak Russian. Kalau tubuhnya yang muda ada kemungkinan bakal back pain nggak, Ray? Tidak. Jadi kayak di IPD itu kamu lahir mau badan kamu tua, badan kamu muda, kamu akan lahir seperti bayi. Cuma fisiknya aja bentuknya seperti saat kamu tua gitu. Tapi you can still be beefcake, you can still digest food like when you're a baby, something. Question, sir. If there any IPD worker that work longer than you but the rank is lower than you? Yes, there is actually. The reason why I think the reason why I get high rank is because I participate in wars, which not everyone would like to go to. But yes, basically, when you have a lot of achievement, you will get into high rank faster than usual. I have like a couple of achievement back in my very working days. Back when I was still an Athenian, I used to have like lots of achievement. When I was a Galilean, I don't have that much of an achievement really, almost none. I'm not really good. I'm not good as a Galilean, but like it's like I guess shikatanai na, something like that. Have you yourself died photo? Yes, of course. It's quite common because like we're treading into an enemy territory that we don't really know. We do know, but at the same time, that's just kind of like something that we can't really. Well, it's just something that's kind of usual, really. Becoming lumot. Privet, hello. Oh, privet. Wait, so at one point, Rai ingest baby food while working? Yes. I'm sorry, but yes. In one point, the first time I was born in IPD, I ingest IPD baby food. Tapi buat kitanya extra. Go man. Yeah, but it's not something big. But yes. Though there is a couple of what's it called? Files where suddenly the lives are just down. And at that moment the IPD was very vulnerable. So we kind of like don't do any kind of mission at all, and we do like full security lockdown and everything like that. So yeah, until the thing is back up. I think if there's a weakness in IPD, it would probably be our factories, our life factories. When that thing was cut off, we're basically just normal mortals, I guess. Anas review baby food di sana. I haven't been eating baby food for 20 years. Contoh. Right, what do you call if you feel detect poison poisons? Contoh. Can you tell us stories about how you changed to be a Galilean? I'm start to curious about your IP. You wanna? You guys wanna hear my story? Can Rai recommend or recruit me to IPD? No, I can't. Sadly, we people can't really recommend somebody. That kind of thing is like it's like the will of the upper ranks. We can't really do anything about that. And it's basically almost random. I don't even know what kind of people they pick. They just pick or something. Yes. On your early days as IPD, was it traumatic for you when you were dead, like Subaru Zero if you know the series? Of course. I mean, like we still feel pain. We do still feel pain. Even until now, we don't really like death because it hurts a lot. Like a lot. So like yeah, we don't like it. The first time that kind of thing happens, of course, you would really supremely get scared, but like as time goes, it's more like katanay na. everything in IPD is more like I guess we got no choice at all, something like that. It might be scary, it might be very dangerous, but there's nothing we can do about it, and that's basically our lines of work. And we have to do what's best for the universe, something like that. Sure. Malam bang malam. Can I join IPD? If the upper echelon decide to pick you off, then yes. Anyway, before I go to the story, I guess kerja di IPD pasti saya. Yes, I think. I mean, yes, more like tiring actually. Susah, probably. I mean like it depends. If you say like apakah coding susah tentu saja gitu. Tergantung sama persepsi gitu. Ngalor, kenapa ngalor? Anyway, marshmallow before I go to the story, because there's still a lot of marshmallow. Every time you got panic, your voice went deeper and grown. Is it because it's like that, or you don't want to end up moaning like that? It's more like I think it just happens. I just suddenly like something like that. It just happens. It's out of my control. Next one. Rai, ada Untitled favorit? I'm not sure, but I've been hearing so. So I love. I mean, yeah, Untitled will be so. But other than that, I don't think it's an Untitled. But I love Yoasobi songs. Yeah, that's not an Untitled. But I like her nonetheless. Him, her, whatever they are. Next one, Rai paling suka kerupuk apa? Kayak misalnya rambak, karak, kerupuk udang, kerupuk ikan, dan sebagainya. Rai suka kerupuk udang. Kerupuk udang good. It's very tasty. Next one, do you have any favorite vocal producer, maybe songwriter? If yes, who? Yoasobi. I'm not much of a music person. Rai itu bukan tipe orang yang musik banget. Jadi biasanya kalau Rai dengar sesuatu, Rai bakal lupa namanya siapa produsernya. Bahkan namanya suka lupa nama musiknya apa. It sounds bad, but like I'm a normie in music. I'm sorry. Anyway, is there any person or character you admire? Please tell us. My boss. Yeah, he have so many achievements, like his past lifetimes, and I adore him for that. Yes, very good boss. I like him. It's understandable. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I love music. Yes, I want to be able to find the music I really love and come to people and say, hey, I know this producer that I really like and the name is this, something like that. Kenshi Yonezu, what's that? I think Bosan should have his own fan art now. What do you think Bosan looks like, though? I want to know. What's your take on the boss? I want. Apakah Rai bisa salto? Rai dulu bisa salto, sekarang kakinya keberatan jadi susah untuk salto, tapi Rai still bisa mencoba. Nanami. My boss is basically Nanamin. I guess the premise kind of fits Nanamin, yes. A large, round, angry-looking person, but it's actually kind-hearted, huh? Like the one from Claus. Malam Reshat, how was today? Today was but I'm doing great. Let's brainstorm his appearance right now, lol. Go ahead. Actually, Actually, I wanted to see what kind of boss you could cook up. Yeah, I actually want to see what kind of boss appearance you guys can cook up. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna show it to my boss and like see what he thinks about it. But technically, I can't really explain how he looks like here, though. I'm sorry. But I can like tell you some of his stories if you want to. Boss is basically like that one person that appears in a textbook. He's actually like a big person. So yeah, I think it's normal if you guys can learn more about him, but not his appearance. No, that's classified. That's classified. Maybe scar in his face. Ooh, black hair and eagle eyes. Ang tall maybe. Ooh. Rai suka baca manga genre apa? Rai udah lama ngebaca manga, tapi selama bukan bison, I mean like anything is fine really as long as the premise is good. So thank you, aku baby emote, for the donation? Question mark. Give us some hint. I can tell you one of his stories and the description, as in like he's won God of the War or something. But what he looks like, nah. Okay, so basically, this person, my boss, is a war general kind of ish. He basically technically wiped an entire squadron of people alone. Not a squadron, more like, oh no, I forgot this thingy. So basically, he wiped out almost like 20% majority of the people in the war by his own hand, and he kind of like, and because of that, he kind of what's it called? Retired. It's kind of retired now. Well, like, but in case you remember, in IPD, when you're retired, you become like somewhat a teacher, or you become like a higher up who only does paperwork, something like that. But yes, he was a really scary, strong man in the battlefield. And nobody dares to approach him. He have this what's it called? You have this what's it called? War title. I think it was named like the IPD version of translation of the Tides of Death or something like. Very edgy, but it's very I mean like everyone say yeah, that's true, something like that when you hear that. Code name? No, I can't really tell you what the code name. I imagine Grandpa from Juju Kai. So yes. Kayak julukan, yes, julukan. Tides of Death, as in tides of sea. Right? Is he hot? I think it will be a problem if I see him as a dad and I would think like, yeah, he's hot. No, something like that. That will be wrong in so many ways. I remember during the podcast you want to become like a teacher when you retire. Do you still feel like that same way now? I wanted to teach people. I want them to know what I've experienced, and so they can grow taking notes of the things I have done and the things that I have did, so they can become stronger than me and become more efficient and become even more blossoming, so they can save more people, so they don't regret the things that they have done, so they don't, well, basically I just want people who just came to IPD to, well, know that it's not that bad, something like that. I still wanted to be a teacher good. It makes me happy to see somebody's learning. It makes me happy to see somebody is basically willing to learn, to become stronger, to be able to protect someone, to achieve his dream, their dream. I like that kind of thing, you know. The boy's gonna call in a second now. If talking about his hot or not. That's not. Rai suka olahraga apa? Rai suka olahraga, yes. tapi Rai nggak apa namanya, yes. Apakah Rai sering main bola? Kita di IPD tidak bermain bola, tapi kadang kita bermain bola kalau seandainya ada waktu. Apakah Rai main baseball? Sama seperti bola begitu. We play everything, but when the time is right. The tights or the tights? Tights Jane. Oh my god. Oh no, it's night time. I would be happy if my teacher is you, so really? I'm not sure, but hearing that kind of makes me happy. Thank you. Oh, that tights, Joto. Good luck teaching for tomorrow's roll collab. Yeah, I mean, like, probably they would, they're, everyone who plays LOL is already pretty good. I'm just gonna, like, watch out, there's a jungler, or like, try to farm up more. I'm just gonna do, like, some small shot calling when needed, but other than that, not really. They're doing pretty great. I'll be dying those one to good look at those tights. Oh, Joto. Rai bisa bahasa daerah apa? Rai nggak bisa bahasa daerah, tapi Rai mengerti bahasa daerah. Kalau saya ada orang yang ngomong pakai bahasa daerah, Rai bisa mengerti sedikit-sedikit, tapi kayak Rai tidak bisa ngobrol dengan bahasa daerah. Yes. Rai ada rencana main game Zelda nggak? Rai tidak punya Nintendo Switch, jadi Rai tidak bisa bermain Zelda. The title of that is for a woman that C and S. If you know what is, I will destroy it. Rai sa bahasa Jawa nggak bisa, tapi Rai mengerti. Uy. Rai ngerti bahasa Jawa nggak ngerti, tapi Rai tidak bisa berbicara bahasa Jawa begitu. Kalau bahasa Jawanya ora iso. Yes. Anyway, that is all for the marshmallow. Do you guys still want to hear about my stories though? Dada computer. Gimana? Switch for Rai. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, sure. What to tell stories about? Okay, so basically, okay, how's this? Long time ago, there was a sector in some part of a dimension that we haven't scanned yet, so they kind of like on a gray zone. And so we were tasked to go there with the Meyer, who basically gave us the command to check on what is in the darkness. My battery. what is in the darkness. And so we ride our planes and go to that part of the dimension when suddenly our engine failed and our spacecraft get tossed away into the nothingness. Gitu. Saya mau ke beli Nintendo nggak? Jangan. Kasihan duit kamu makan dulu. Always remember to simp healthily. Oh my god, that sounds so wrong. Anyway. Where was I? We woke up in a spacecraft shaped like a planet. We crash landed there, but there was air, even though it looked so dead. When we noticed the interiors is basically like a space station. In case you don't know what a space station is like, it's basically like that Death Star from Star Wars. You guys use spacecraft? I mean, basically we change dimension using the dimensional traveler thing. But when we're trying to traverse into random grounds, we don't just teleport there, we use spacecraft. Kinda have to. Anyway. Say. Gitu. Anyway. Yeah. So we kind of crash landed in the space station, and so we check our surroundings. And we found almost no life form at all. But the most weirdest thing is there is almost no dead bodies around. So like we kind of like confused why there's no dead bodies around, because like usually when there's a dead space station there would be like a lot of like at least a skeleton or something like that laying around, but there's none. So like we search for some more. We like dig through the debris. We try to like power up some of the technologies there. Also, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation, Nareski. Arigato. Hasta Remina. What's that? So yes. So yeah, we tried to dig up some information about the ship, but we kind of failed because the ship has been dying for a really long time. So we don't really know where we are, and we can't really get out because our spacecraft is basically on repair. So we decided to like make a camp while we try to find out where we are, and we try to expand our stuff just to make sure that the spacecraft is empty and safe. But apparently it's not empty and safe. Rasanya kayak blueberry kalau dimakan gimana? Hi Rai, hello. You remember me? I remember you. Yes, I do. You came into yesterday's stream if I remember correctly. Anyway, continuing the story. Apparently it's not empty. When we were there, we saw a black skeleton, which means not good, because like black skeletons means there's something in here that basically make the skeleton turns ash-like in texture, which we don't really like. So we kind of like search every nook and crannies. We try to open up rooms, and we found that the entirety of the spacecraft is infested with some creature called a Hellion. In case if you don't know, oh no, not Minecraft. Not Minecraft. Black skeleton, as it means like a skeleton that's like have like this black pigmentation. So yes, apparently the spacecraft is kind of like infested by something called a Hellion. A Hellion is basically this creature that is a parasite that would basically jump from like people to people. They can reproduce by sacrificing the person that they jump into, and split into two. Basically, they are a very evasive species and they are a parasite. And that ship is full of them too. So basically, is it some kind of fungi? It's not a fungi. It's more of a if you don't it's they look like this goop stuff thing. They look like venom when they didn't touch somebody, just like this goop stuff thing. And they kind of look like that. Oh shoot, Hellion is alive. Hellion is not alive in the same time they do. They're basically like they won't be alive until they have a host. But yes, basically a virus. It's not a virus. It's more like it's a creature that is not alive but also alive. They will continuously seek out a host, and when they got a host, they will grow inside that host. Something like that. Oh, that's scary. Yes, I know. And so we find out that the ship was infested by Hellions. And so we kind of go back to our ship and basically make some guards to guard up the place while we fix our ship. But that doesn't last long. The Hellions, there's a lot of Hellions. We kind of get a little bit too what's it called? Overwhelmed. But luckily, apparently there is some people who survived the Hellions and decided to help us defeat the Hellions, the one that kind of rushed our base. And so we kind of talked to these people who saved us, and apparently the person that saved us has been living in the space station for as long as they know. Apparently they also born in the space station, and they have decided to tell us that there is a place where people basically grow, like a house or something like that, in one of the exit gates. So we decide to go to the exit gates to see of what kind of civilization that is in this spaceship, because it's kind of not normal for somebody to be alive and even born and to even be pregnant and bear a child inside of Hellion infested spaceship. So we kind of go to their house and check that they actually have this some village that they have. It's big. It's a quite big village, and they have udah punya cucut, udah punya cicit, udah punya buyut gitu. So it's a very old village, something like that. Wait, are you guys catching up, or are you guys like humu? I didn't understand. Anyway, you guys want me to continue? Never they called a civilian in hell a Hellion. Oh, chat to. Yeah, there could be suspicious of Hellion that gain humanity. They're not, sadly. A Hellion doesn't have a brain. They don't. I'm listening, Wakaru. Yes, please. Thank you for the donation. Arigato. Ang babo kucing, jarang ko jelek banget tapi meski jaringanku jelek, hatiku for you. Gitu. Jaringanku 4G, hatiku for you. Oke. Terima kasih. Anyway, yeah, so we found this civilization that's been living for quite some time. And we noticed that some of the people are a star child. What's it called? A star child. I mean, that's the term of Earth term, I guess. The Earth term of it is a star child. A star child is basically somebody who can live for up to hundreds of years. We talked to the star child because basically they are the one who lived the longest, and we found out then that the ship has been infested for almost 2 decades, or 3 actually, I don't remember, 2 or 3 decades. And apparently they have been living like this for a very long time. They have established their own farm. They have like jobs like a teacher. They have to scavenge every now and then to find like things as scrap equipments. They have their own guards. They basically have this very strong base or something like that. Holy crap! And they still living fine. They don't live fine. It's basically like they're living like Attack on Titan or something like that. They're living like Attack on Titan. They kind of have to defend from wave to wave, or they will die, something like that. But they still basically be alive. They still thrive even though the hardship of the spaceship itself. And not long after we talked to the Star Child Grandpa, we got attacked by the Hellions, so we decided to help them to exterminate the Hellions, and we basically explained to ourselves of who we are. And after that, we kind of like tried to search the. So like a Hellion cannot live by its own. They must have this queen. Because a Hellion is more like a hive mind, more than an individual thing. So if we destroy the brain, the Hellion is basically nothing now. So like we kind of try to find the brain of the Hellion, which they know where it is. It is basically on the most upper top thing, because like the more it goes to the top, I think it's the more dangerous it is, I think, if I remember correctly. But they never kind of like traverse that much, because they feel like if they go out and then they die, well, the entire village is going to get destroyed as well. So they decided to not to do that. But since we're here, we kind of like tried to gather some army, but they kind of refused, because like we just got destroyed by our base almost got destroyed by a Hellion. And I don't think anyone would actually like hire somebody who was about to get destroyed by the thing they wanted to destroy, right? So yeah, that's at least we tried. So we kind of like try to find other ways on how to destroy these Hellions. Basically, our defense game bit. Basically, living visual as lives in modern dead spaceship. Kind of, yes. Hai Rai, aku subs baru. Selamat datang di stream Rai. Kita sedang bercerita. Jangan lupa untuk membaca rule di deskripsi. Hello Rai, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you though? Hello, good evening, good evening. Yeah, makes sense. Yes. Rai, I kinda want this down, please. This is too interesting to not see. I'm gonna tell the story while I draw it. Besok Rai open POV apa tidak tergantung, tapi kayaknya Rai tidak akan buka POV, tapi Rai kayaknya akan buka POV. Jadi tergantung besok gimana begitu. Anyway, there you go. Itu, tenang, pelong. Let me just stretch that up a bit. Okay. Let me just make myself small. Right? Wait. Dude. I'm small. Yeah. I'm gonna lock this. There we go. Okay. I mean, like, I'm not gonna like draw. I'm just gonna like have like small sketches to like make you guys understand more about it. Okay, so basically it's like this. He do be small too. Basically, it's like this. Let's see. Oh no! Wait, let me just pull this. There you go. So our spaceship. Oh no. Our spaceship. Fish. Our spaceship kind of crashed to this like giant to this giant Death Star thing. It crashed. Oh no, we're about to crash! And then we kind of crashed. Something like, and then we kind of stuck in this place because our spaceship is broken, so we decided to build a fortress around it and decided to traverse around the stuff to find things. And we found there's a group of aliens, so we kind of come back and they kind of go back to our base, and we're getting attacked. And then while we're getting attacked, suddenly the number of alien decreasing very fast. Apparently there are just some people who was helping us, and yeah, gonna help you now. We're gonna help you now. But there won't be another one. Anyway, who are you people? Something like that. And then they decide to let us meet their people, which is over here. This is their village. Something like that. And so we kind of talk here, and then there suddenly we're getting attacked by the Hellions again, and so we kind of help, and then the Hellions is gone, and we try to basically tell them that we should stand up and find the main brain, the source of it, and to end this all. But they're kind of afraid, because if all the people that can go to war left the village, then the village is going to be vulnerable, and the village is going to get destroyed or something like that. So yeah, we decided to we try to find another plan on how to make this work. And we're kind of stuck there for a while. We kind of just traverse around the bases and everything. The people basically just gave us a map on where things are, and they told us that there is another tribe that lives on the opposite side of this place, and more on the lower level, and more on the lower level of the ship. That are basically pirates. So try to not go there unless you're seeking death or something like that. But we did anyway. So we go to that place. We decided, yeah, time to go to that place. And so we did, and we got ambushed by this couple of pirate people. And then we got taken to their boss. Pirate people. Har har har. Har, sail me meters. So yes, we got to this pirate people, and they tell us that basically just gave our entire weaponries and stuff and then go away. But we kind of decided to oh wait a minute, oh my god, I kind of forget this huge thing to tell you guys as well. So before we go to the pirate cove thing, when on the way there, we fought against these pirate people, and we decided to spare them instead of killing them, and we decided to just go free yourself, be free. And then they kind of came back, and so we kind of follow them into their base, and then we get caught, and we got into their boss. When we got there, we basically got almost killed, but apparently the person that we shoo go away is the son of the boss. So the boss is kind of okay, I guess I owe you one, you can leave now, go shoo. But instead of going shoo, we asked if they would like to make a stand together along with the village, to basically make this ship clear of Hellions, and they declined, of course. Because basically the ways of the pirate's life is way different than those in the village. and they decided to like, no, it won't work, and we don't want to like spend the rest of our life. We don't want to spend our precious time and life for the sake of a person who just crash landed to this ship. So we kind of go back to our ship and to like reassess things again. Zombie. Anyway, we go back. Zombie. Anyway, we go back to our base to like rethink about things, to like check the blueprints of this place, and then we got a word that a child is getting attacked. That a child is getting attacked by some group of Hellions, and so we decided to like go to the child and save them from the Hellion. And after we save her from the Hellion, we take the child back to our base and ask where the child lives. It's probably in the village, but apparently they are not a child from the village, and it's also not a child from the pirate. So we kind of like confused where this girl actually come from. The girl says that like she was once lived alone with their parents, but the parents kind of died, and so she was alone for like 2 days now and hungry and everything, so I kind of gave her food. And after that, the chief of the place kind of got to our base and then like asked if we can help clear the floor with them, because like basically there's a lot of floors in the starship, in the spaceship, and like we kind of decided to clear out the floor first before we can like talk more. So we decided to like clear this entire floor for like weeks, and after that we kind of cleared the bottom floor, clear the bottom floor, clear the bottom floor, and eventually we struck something really big. So like near underneath the pirate's base is apparently like the electricity source of the spaceship. If we can actually like fix the electricity source of the spaceship, things can run easy, because Hellions thrive more easily in darkness. They multiply faster when they're in darkness. So maybe if we like light up the place, the Hellions would produce slower, and eventually we can like clear them bit by bit and get to the queen room and then kill them or something like that. So like, yeah, sure, let's talk to the pirates and ask if we can borrow the electricity source. And so we go to the pirate and ask, hey, can we go like underneath your base to like what's it called, turn on the electricity. And apparently even if they want to, they can't. I don't remember why though. They can't, because the way to the electricity room is actually not underneath them, is like located on this side, and then you walk here and then you walk here. It's right on the middle or something like that. But they kind of agreed to like tell us where the place is, so we kind of did. But like we kind of feel like something was really like way off when we were like trying to go here. The Hellions kind of like spread even more faster than usual. They kind of like more armies than they were when they were attacking in waves. So we kind of conclude that there is something big under there. Apparently they kind of know that the electricity is a huge part of the ship, so they kind of protect them. And so we kind of like start a well-crafted plan or something like that. After talking with both of the chieftain and the pirate people, we have decided that like we need to work together to destroy this electricity so we can like thrive, so the Hellions is not so the Hellion army does not get stronger, something like that. And we did with aside of a couple of casualties, we kind of like destroyed this place, and then we go down and then we get here. Apparently this entrance was blocked heavily by something. They have some sort of intelligence, or they just, or the queen have knowledge but the drones just follow mindlessly. The queen have knowledge, the drones just follows mindlessly. They are a hive mind. So basically what the queen commands is what the drone do. So we can't really pass here. We decided to like grab some explosive and like to explode this boulder thing right here. But apparently that boulder thing right there is actually like a entrance to a nest. And it kind of overwhelmed us, so we kind of go back and everyone is being super angry because we're not doing so well and there's a lot of casualties. And they decided to go back to their own house, and we decided to go back to our own house as well because we have potentially created something bigger than before. So it's been a while, like it's been like a couple of weeks. After that we kind of like slowly clean things up again, and then like after we slowly clean things up again, because the nest is already open and basically the contents of that nest is basically already gushing out of everywhere. When we cleared this, the nest underneath is basically almost empty. I mean, like, of course there's going to be like a couple of guards or something, but like it's not going to be as hard as when we just exploded the nest. So we kind of like proposed the other two again, and they of course they declined because of our previous unsatisfactory. But since we already kind of cleared this place, I think the most best time is, well, it's now. So while they were clearing this place up, we decided to like clear the bottom one, and we decided to like, after we clear all of these bottom places, we would go upwards. The reason why we don't go upwards is because the more we go up, the more stronger the Hellions are. So we decided to go upwards while taking some of their men and taking some of their men. We decided to get upwards and try to clear them bit by bit until we finally reach near the room where the queen was supposed to be. So like we clear this floor, and then we are stuck here because they are too strong. The queen is possibly like right here or something like that. So we're kind of like in an impasse, but technically everything is going supremely well. There's a couple of like Hellions attack, but it's not as hard as it was like a couple of few months ago. So we decided to like, hey, this might be the last chance we can do things. Let's go clear up the thing underneath, and then we go back home, and then after we regroup again, we try to defeat this floor, and then we defeat the queen finally, or something like that. Months ago, yeah, it's been months since we kind of stuck here. It's been months since we kind of stuck here. So like, yeah, we kind of like go down. They like agreed, and then we decided to clear the stuff, and when we reach the nest, apparently there's a huge brain sitting on the middle, and basically we destroyed that brain like thing. And when we did, we decided to like try to fix the electricity or something like that. I was stuck there for months. Yes, being stuck in a mission for months is normal for IPD. Just in case you don't remember, the timeline of IPD is way faster than Earth, so yes. Brain. Yes. So basically there's this like huge brain thing right here, guarded by a lot of drones. And we clear them out, and then they die. After they die, we kind of like clear the things up, but there's this hole, there's this giant gap hole that we think kind of like connect to the queen's room. So there's always a supplies of drone that came in from this hole. We kind of can't stay in the electric room for too long, but in the same time we kind of have to fix the electric room for the electric to go up. So we kind of take in turns, like the man of our IPD is good enough to like fix the entire station electricity, but yeah, but like we kind of like need protection from them as well. So like we decided to take turns, like day 1 is from this tribe, day 2 is from ours, day 3 is from the pirates, and so we keep on doing that, and finally it was fixed, and we decide to fire it up until we notice that the cables everywhere is detached. And so we kind of like take a month to fix the cables around this place, to fix the cables on underneath, to fix the solar panels, to basically fix the ship, like a lot of them. And we did, and we light up like most of the floors already, which is good. We light up the floors, very good. An actual brain. It's not an actual brain, it just shaped like a brain. It's basically like a lord. It's basically a lesser queen. It's a lesser queen. Right, we should make a movie out of this. I wish I can. But I can't. Anyway, yeah, so like after fixing the 70% of the ship, the light is on. The Hellion stopped increasing tremendously because of it. We have less Hellions attack, and after that we decide to group up and clear up the floors, fix the cable, light the light, fix up the floor, fix the cable, light the light, until we notice that the sun does not give that much power, and we have to like turn off the light every now and then, or we're going to get out or we're out of energy again. So things going in an impasse for a while now. We decided after we clear all of this, we decided to like close all the holes that connects to the queen's room without debris and stuff. And then basically we take turns in light, like day 1's from here, day 2 from here, day 3 from here, 4, 5, and then 6 stays here forever, so the Hellions doesn't go down. And basically after that we like fix this one and then light this up until finally we reach the queen. Finally, after months of staying inside a dead star space station. Yes. Wait, the brain is in the queen, then what does the brain do? Becomes out of the task with the queen orders long range slow. Yes, kind of. Basically the brain is more like a lesser queen. So like because the place is so big, the queen can't really control it on its own. A Hellion is a hive mind, but they kind of like have a certain range of hive mindness. They have this scale of ship needs kind of 2 queens. But if there's 2 queens, then basically they will battle against each other for territory. They're kind of territorial, and at the same time they kind of spread, which is kind of weird. They have a really weird relationship against each other. But yeah, so they kind of like have a lesser queen to like control the ones on underneath, and then they have like the high queen right here. And after that, basically we're about to strike the queen, but when we do, the light is dead. The electricity was filled with Hellions. The lesser queen is back, and so we kind of like have to pick what we do. We kind of have to pick, should we kill the lesser queen to save this village and our base, or we can go kill the high queen to basically destroy all the Hellions, but there's going to be like a huge risk that this village is going to get destroyed, and so are ours, so we kind of are confused. So yes, we're kind of like confused. We can't really go from like the electricity and then go back to the queen, because basically, wait, let me just clean this. This is so dirty. We can't really go from the queen. We can't really go from the lesser queen to the queen, because like when we go from the queen to the lesser queen, that means we have to like readjust the lighting again. Like we have to like reset all of our things back to zero, like lighting from the first floor and then like clear up from place to place. So yeah, it's kind of like a tough deal. We don't know what to do. There's the thingy, there's the thingy, and there's the thingy, and then there's just floors. Something like that. Yeah. So yeah, we are confused. After a while of thinking, we have decided that it's for the death, fight to the death, for our child and the sake of humanity. I mean, not just humanity, but technically that's it. Like for the sake of humanity. So the entirety of our squadron and the thingy decided to clear this place up, set up some base camp, and then like after that they kind of go down, while our IPD decided to like stay here and go upwards instead. So we kind of like, well, risking our lives a thing, but like yes, the IPD decided to deal with the queen, while these two tribes decided to deal with the lesser queen. And so we did. So like the tribe succeeded on killing the lesser queen. So we don't really have to like think about the lighting anymore, because the light is back. And then like when the light is back, we just like go here straight, like go straight up. In case you guys don't know, it takes like 2 days for us to just go down here. That's why you can't really do it like spontaneously. So after the light is up, we decide like to go to the queen's room. Bang Rai, what color you like most except blue and pink? I'm not sure. I like teal. Teal is good. Anyway, so we go up to the queen's room and we crush the queen, which is kind of hard because there's a lot of lesser queens. But yes, we have decided to like kill the lesser queens one by one, and then eventually the queen. And before that, we kind of like light the place up so they would have like a demerit. And when the queen was destroyed, we got our space station back. Yeah, no more Hellions. Everyone was cheering, even though there's a lot of death. Still, the space station was cleared, and when it was cleared, we kind of like take like 2 weeks to fix the communication center. And after we fixed the communication center, we could contact back to the IPD. When we contact back to the IPD, we decided to to tell them that there's some Hellion infested ship in the uncharted territory, and we decided to like have like this huge squad of battalion to make sure that they don't spread anymore in that part of the territory, because like this place is so small compared to the territory that is uncharted. So we decided to like have like huge battalion of army to make sure there's no Hellions like in this dimension, because Hellions is very known to be a dimension destroyer, because they multiply fast, they just kill every creature they see. So like we have to like clear it eventually. And so we did. We decided to go back home. They are safe and they basically are studying in our IPD now. And that is the end of the story. What caused the Hellion invasion? Hellions are a very invasive species. They don't have a homeland. they basically just like invade everything that have like life form. Their main mission is just to like multiply, and so they kind of need a lot of space for that, and that's why they are known as like an invasive species. Also, thank you for the donation, Tony Joe. Man, I'm glad you get out of it alive. Yes, actually, I kind of died a couple of few times. Yes, we kind of died a couple of few times. The most dangerous moments here is when we just crash landed and basically most of our equipment is destroyed, which means our extra life is offline. We can't respond. So that's like the most hardest moment actually. The most hardest moment is when everything was down. Since this is Hellion what we're talking about, it's kind of hard to deal with them. So yes, this is the most doki doki moment here. And after that, everything is just all hard work. Parasites, yes, they're basically parasites. Make it into a movie. Now I wish I can. Dude, you're basically immortal. I am basically semi-immortal. Imagine I have like Mario. I have Mario Life X3. If I die 3 times, I will die forever. Something like that. And considering that I have been stuck in this place for like at least 4 months, we kind of have to reserve our extra life more than usual because we can't go back home. So yes, sadly. Did you guys get any hurt? Yes, we do. I mean, like getting hurt is normal, I guess, but yes. Like that. How do you get more life? Basically, we get extra life every couple of few months if we stayed in IPD. But yes, when we're like on a cruise like this, we kind of like take our extra life into the ship just in case that this kind of thing happens, and it did. So yes, I have 4 extra life in the course of 4 months, which I basically depleted to 0. I almost died, but I'm doing good. I'm just good. But yes, that is one of the most horrifying, in the same time most cinematic experience I ever feel. No one lost one of their body parts, right? No. In cause of your death, the life of Rai from a dimension that vanished when you joined IPD? No. Like I said before, I think I said like along the lines of when I was appointed as an IPD, every Rai in the entire dimension is going to get erased. There's only one Rai in the entire universe. There's only one Rai in the entire multiverse, and that's me. Which is kind of like burdening my shoulders right now. Imagine the technology got leaked into our dimension. Exactly. Our technology is not something that people should learn because it would be chaotic. But yes. Any mates real dead? No. None of the mates are like really dead. When the life are 0, we technically always like make sure that they stay, like make sure that they're inactive. So because we don't want any death of IPD people, because IPDs are very valuable. It's a very valuable asset. So like when their life is at 0, we decide to like put them in a chamber where they can't be killed, and they're in a state of like life or death or something like that. So yes, we won't let them die. I'm sure that's a project. Thank you. Is there a possibility that there are 2 Rais? No, it's not possible that there is 2 Rais. At least how the textbooks say. How about the mission where you lost your leg? Oh, so the mission where I lost my leg is basically like during my last war mission. My life count is at 0, and when your life count is at 0, there is basically nothing to like replicate with. So the safest thing for IPD is you always have to have this one livestock on the back, so you don't have any demerits just in case you lost a limb or something like that. When your life is at 0, there is nothing to copy. So the thing that got copied is me when I lost my limb. So basically have a permanent loss of limb, something like that. Does parallel Rai exist? The parallel Rai is basically deleted when Rai is created. That's just how IPD work, which are messed up but understandable. I'll adjust me, but I think whatever other Rais will root for you from whether they are right now. Yes. Right. Yes, sadly is a thing that we kind of need to burden, because all of us kind of feel like we kill innocent people just to be here or something like that. Yeah. Man, this was like a very long time ago, like very long time ago. This is basically when I was still an Athenian. I'm not even Galilean here. I'm still Athenian. Is there a species that could bring back the dead with full consciousness and memory? What would happen to your old dead body? Would be reborn with an old memory still intact? Then, technically, the other rise from other dimension is not dead. It's worse, they are deleted. Basically, their names, the memories of them, their entire existence in the entire universe is erased, as in they don't born into the world or something like that. It's virtually impossible to bring back the dead when there is no dead, something like that. Oh, yeah. When people don't know, basically when we die, we turn to dust. We don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Something like that. And the dust particle thing will turn like into this will turn into like this data particle that would instantly get into the nearest body that we have. Yes, the nearest body we have. So basically, our body is implanted with this chip to emit any kind of memory. So like this chip would be transmitting itself to other bodies just in case we die. So yes, we don't have a body when we die. We just like disappear into like, oh no, we don't feel good, Mr. Like, that's why there is no dead bodies in the field. There are no like missing limbs on the field. No, because when we die we turn to dust, and it's a thing because nobody should know the existence of IPD existing in that dimension or something like that. You get tongue snap? Yes. Like a phoenix? Yes, like a phoenix. Technically, like a phoenix. Does everybody ever like Dark Age, Dark History, a secret past? I'm pretty sure they are, but it's classified. Everything have their own dark past, probably. It'd be strange if there's a massacre in IPD and someone just find a room full of dust. Wouldn't that be like Undertale? So yes, that's why it's really dangerous to like go to a field when your life is like at 0, because when you die, nobody will know that you will die. Something like Has anyone been in trouble since we know when you are an IPD? No, because like all the things that I told you here is not classified. I mean, it's classified to such an extent, but now it's not. That's the room. Must have been the wind. Ray sense Undertale. You die when you're So IPD agent are video game characters basically. Yes, they are basically like a video game characters. Also, my camera died. Anyway. And so that is the story. Something like that. So if you were to die, would your memory be transferred to a different body or just deleted as in no more Rai? If I don't have any more extra life, then I would be deleted completely. There is no more Rai. But if there's a body, like my extra life body, then yes, it will be transmitted. So like I retain the memories until I die. Like from I was born till I die, and then when I die I retain that memory, like the entirety of it, into another body. Camera return to dust. Oh my god. Did it bites the dust? Have there been a rebellion inside IPD? When there's a rebellion or like when there's a rogue inside IPD, they're going to get tossed into the void, which is basically empty space of nothing, and nothing shall return because when you enter them, you will basically turn into the small particle and you basically cannot be alive there, something like that. When you enter the void, you die. At least you don't actually die. You basically like you can't feel anything. Your brain wanders eternally, but you can't feel anything. It basically feels like you're in a total darkness with your brain, and eventually your brain is going to be thinking about nothing, and then you basically will be a Schrodinger's cat where they die and not die because you technically are brain dead, but you're still alive or something like that. It's just really weird thing. Google how to download Rai so they never dies. Oh, but these stories spare bodies though, did they just materialize out of thin air? Oh no, they don't. So basically, this extra life thing kind of look like a Pokeball. I mean, like kind of look like an orb. And basically, when our memories is stored into that orb, it will materialize as us. Yes. We don't have like an actual body like gantungan baju. No, not something like that. It's not like a cloth hanger kind of thing. No, it's more like this small orb. When you inject our data in it, it will become us. Maybe this Pokemon cover. Oh, it's It takes months to make one extra life because of the complexity of the compact thing is. The textbook said that before it was orb form, it was actually like clothes hanger form. So yes, we kind of bring an actual spare body everywhere, but now we don't, because like it's when if the spare body gets damaged, like when we were transmitting them, it will be bad for us. Also, there's just a lot of demerits there, so we kind of like try to find a way of how to make it compact or something like that. Imagine like this ragdoll version of you that you accidentally thrown across the room. Are you sure you want to get into that? You no. I always thought you kind of have like this two pelvic clone. It is actually we do, but then it get but then it kind of get turned into this kind of Pokeball form. Wait, so inject DNA interrupt if you're reborn, if an enemy gain DNA, chant evil villain injects extra life, would the villain be reborn? It doesn't work like that. So basically, every orb is personalized. When somebody inject their DNA into the orb that is not theirs, nothing will happen. The DNA would simply deconstruct and turns to nothing. So it's more like a password thing instead of like you know. Everybody is full of IDV involvement. Yes, basically yes. You see a person carrying just a bunch of mannequins. You creepy imagine room full of empty soulless bodies, right? That's why we kind of like created another technology where we won't store dead bodies everywhere. And so that's how it goes, yeah. Wow, that's a very long story time. But do you guys enjoy that though? You want to keep understand the pain of hanging your alternate bodies? Yes. The grandpas of IPD. My brain is trying to process all of this information. I imagine the soulless bodies are like weird skin suits, kind of. More like a ragdoll version of you in 3D that you just hang like a cloth. But nowadays, basically, I just manage people and basically just like do paperwork. I don't do this kind of stuff much anymore, but I still got my moves, yeah. I still got it, but not as great as when I used to be. Oh boy, I feel old. My brain kind of hurt because of your story is too hard to proceed. It's okay, understandable. It's interesting. Thank you for telling us. Yeah, thank you for hearing my very long story. Not sure if it's interesting, but like, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. From the story time to paperwork, oh god, yes. What about the story when you're already Galilean? You want to hear stories when I was Galilean? Once upon a time, there's a paper. I filled the end. Which is suck. Actually, the early days of when I was a Galilean, I still work in the field as well. I still do, but I work in the field lesser now. Mostly I do it remotely using like communications, but other than that, not really. That's good. Yeah. Galilean paperworks, yes. In case you don't know, in case you don't remember the IPD Galilean job description is basically to help other classes to record the history of some universe and to basically do like geological scanning of some world to make plans of how to approach things effectively and something like that. We're basically people who work on the back. We're basically a strategist and a scanner, so we're basically support character. We're not supposed to be like in the field punching stuff now, unless we really need to. But yes, we're basically a support character now. Stewa, Hmelo. Hmelo Stewa, selamat malam. Epic sci-fi battles, death and sacrifice right now. Shigoto-san, can I please have a break? Yes. That is basically it. That's my life in a nutshell. So information gathering, yes, basically information gathering. A Galilei is basically a support class where you basically support your friend with information, something like that. But you're my main character? Oh. Any memorable case I'm fanfic plays happy? Not much. I mean, like, when I was a Galilean, there's nothing much happened as much when I was an Athenian. But because I was an Athenian before, my boss lets me to like handle some cases that makes me have to walk on actual land from time to time. There is a couple of stories that I can spare, but I'll save that for another time. Is there any reason why you changed your class from Athenian to Galilean? After the war, basically I lost a couple of my limbs and it hits me tremendously. My hands couldn't stop shaking and basically I lost my legs until my friend decided to like help me out with a bio leg. So like basically I'm just not fit enough to become an Athenian anymore. And so they decide to put me as a Galilean something. Rai nggak malmingan sama pacar. Oh ya, Rai malmingan sama pacar setiap hari. Shigoto Sandaiski. Halo Rai, halo. Shigoto Sandaiski. Do Sota of Athenians and Galileans different? Like Athenians more bulky, strong, and something like that. The Sota of all job description is usually different. So basically, sotas are a thing that we need to learn. Sotas are the thing that we need to like read from a book and basically like learn them from bit to bit, like know how they work and everything like that. So like the sota that I learned for as an Athenian is different than the sota that I learned as a Galilean. I admit that my Galilean sota is bad, actually. It's like on the more bad side because I was an Athenian. So like yeah, they're actually different. So Athenian sota is usually are more of like buff yourself up kind of thing. Like you buff yourself up and basically to help you in combat. Usually they would like have extra layers of armor. They have control over things that would make their weapon even stronger. They have things that make their armor creates more stuff. Basically Athenian is like a war god of melee, basically. A Galilean on the other hand, their sota is used to scan the land, to see what others can see, to detect the things that eyes can detect normally, and basically to know to find some way that is effective for us to go safely, something like that. So yes, they are different. Athenian sota are more combat based instead of utility based. Yes, they are more utility, combination of utility and combat based, but for combat, something like that. Galilean is more like general use of utility. It's like a utility that can use in and out of combat, something like that. Scout powers, yes, scout powers. Oh yeah, for extra information, those who turn themselves as mercs, as mercenaries, will be able to use a sota in certain degree. So when you guys decide to turn yourself into merc, please know beforehand that learning sota is going to be really hard. But you can do it. You have all the time in the world. I mean, like, you're kind of like bound in the jail like almost forever if you. Nom, 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 nom. So other supplier go is that more Hasanen. Hasanen have Sota to help them gain speed, to help them conceal themselves, to like match the surroundings. They also have this very strong but very short time and long cooldown kind of thing going on. That's basically what Hasanian's Sota does. I'm agile because I was an Athenian. I'm agile because I was an Athenian. But now do you still can use the Sota when you're Athenian? Yes, I can actually. I can. So basically, I'm still a specialist in my Athenian Sota. And that's why I kind of bad in the Galilean Sota, which is bad. but hey, I know lots of Sota now, I guess. Hi Rai, halo. Selamat datang. Yeah. What's a mercenary? Mercenary is basically people that we store in jail. We're going to basically give them a second chance of life to become essentially an extra IPD, but you won't have an extra life. That's the thing. So you're a lesser IPD with a more dangerous kind of a mission because you don't have an extra life. That's why you're a mercenary. If you want this second chance of life, you can get it. Yes, you can. You will be treated as one of the IPD, but you will also treated as a criminal, and we will have to like put something to control you just in case you went haywire on you or you try to kill someone, something like that. Is there ever time where you can draw basic armor suit of each class in each class of Sotas? So each armor and suit of each class depends on each person. They are all personalized actually. They all isn't the same. But we do have our own jacket angkatan or something like that. My jacket is basically my standard IPD jacket. Other than my standard IPD jacket, everything else is basically my fashion. Well, the fashion that my boss gave me. Suicide Squad, yes, Suicide Squad. But your Athenian Sota is not good enough anymore for field use. Oh no, my Athenian Sota is still good for field use, but my job now is Galilean, so it doesn't work like that. I mean, they still work, but I don't use it often because I'm not in the field often. Is your bird eye view power already fail when you're Athenian, or is it new when you're Galilean? It's new when I was Galilean. I don't have the power of bird eye view when I was Athenian because I essentially haven't learned it yet. Do we get second chance we put ourselves in cheat? So mercs are some kind of psychopath enforcer? Yes. Basically, yes. So slave knight. One way to put it, yes. Wait, we're basically in jail because we're inmates, so we are a mercenary too. If you decide to take your job as a mercenary, then you will be a mercenary. Enemies to lovers. Yeah, is a merc, let's go. Ray, hello, hello. But what kind of fashion? Many kinds of fashion. Rai wiki page gotta be packed, Lamo. I wish I have my own wiki page. but who would read my wiki page? I will. I will read my own wiki page. I will read my own wiki page. Dasi sablon. Oh wait. Just in case you guys don't know, the clothes that I'm using now is not my clothes when I was in my job, so this is basically just a comfort clothes. This is not my job clothes. I will. Well, if you guys do, then thank you because I love reading things. I love reading things that I'm interested at. Basically, my own job. Shigoto-san, I'm interested in you. Please marry me. Thank you. Someone please compile entire of I will read. Oh my god. I think somebody already did. I know you're here. He has a wiki. What did I read last time? What? You have, don't you, on the tutorial per wiki? True. Yeah. And that is IPD. Rai wiki be like status, married, wife, Shigoto-san. Yes. Everyone who doesn't understand what Shigoto-san mean will probably be like, what? He's married? Oh no. Yeah, I'm married to my job. Thank you. Since I'm feeling a bit good, I'm going to tell you one of the specifics of my sota, how it works when I was still an Athenian, essentially. So my Athenian sota is weird. I have my own basic stuff. So basically, like when you already learn your basic job sota, you're allowed to learn other kind of sota that you want to learn, like anything at all, like really anything. Also, thank you Chunonjo sa menempuh hidup baru bersama si. Terima kasih. Apa namanya kalau biasa kau bilang? Semoga langgeng? Question mark. Anyway, so yes. My sota is basically I'm specialized in changing my weapons attributes into things that I like, into the things that I want to. I can make the tips of my weapon exploding. I can make the tips of my weapon like hot, cold, anything, like the change of attributes. That's basically my specialty in sota. After I leave as an Athenian, I would use that sota as like a bullet, as like to change my bullet's attribute. So like I changed my bullet's attribute to explosion. I would shoot my bullet to my enemy, and a couple of seconds that bullet would explode, something like that. So basically, like I have full control of my bullets and what it could be. I could make it like curves 90 degrees if I want to, something like that. But creating a bullet takes a little bit time. So like I can make a bullet on the spot, but I would require focus. So like I can't really do it on the fly. Like when I was getting flurried punched by some evil guy, I can't just like go to my pocket while shielding myself and make a bullet. I need to like the small gap of time to focus myself on making one bullet, and then I can just and then I can actually make the bullet, something like that. Like a homing missile, yes. I can make a homing missile if I want. Yeah. So that's basically what my sota do. That's my specialty in my sota. I thought that Shigoto-san is an anime chara, and it's not an anime chara. Shigoto means work. it only work on bullets, or as an Athenian, I used to like have a great blade. Like I used to have like huge blade. I would enforce that to the steel of like the edge of my blade, so like it would have like an extra punch to it. So no, it doesn't only work to bullet, but now currently I commonly use it as a bullet, also as a landmine, also as a trap. Basically, I can use it as anything I want to. Really. Yeah. I can just like touch a can, like a soda can, and then like plant it on the ground, and then when somebody step on it explodes. I can do that. I can do that. That's pretty versatile. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty good, but even though it's versatile, it's not like a specialist kind of thing. That's kind of OP. I mean, like I have my own weakness, as in like if I put like a landmine, I can only like incorporate not too many landmines at a time. When I do bullets, I can only like make a couple of few bullets maximum at a time, because in case you didn't remember, sota is basically particles of dust. Sota is basically particles of dust. So when I'm out of sota, then basically I'm out of things to craft with, something like that. Killer Queen! Oh no. Weapon of choice. Cool. Yes. How about the sota that the boss hand have? Yes, that's a secret. That's a secret. Imagine Ryan going full stickman fighting machine, switching weapons while fighting. Or more like my weapons is everything that I can touch. Oh, this is a table. Okay, I'm going to make this table an exploding table. Behold, as I throw this table, it explodes on your face. Rise a light bow gun user. Yes, kind of. Usually my type of choice of weapons is guns and snipers, and in most rare cases, huge bazookas and everything like that. Does it also work when you touch a human? Yes and no. I could, but it would take time for me to focus. Like the guy would have probably like have to stay put for like 2 or 3 seconds before I can infuse my sota to them. So it doesn't really work well in battles, really. Anything is a weapon we put our minds into it. Yeah, everything is a weapon when you're brave enough. I don't know if you mentioned this before, but how does one obtain sota? So sota is basically a factory creation thing. A sota is basically this nanotechnology that you control using the mind wave. That has been transmitted from the chip on your brain. So yeah, you don't get sota. I mean, you get sota from the IPD. That's it. You can make sota if you know how to make it, but even until now, the only one who knows how to make sota and the one who have the blueprints of the factory is the most higher top, and it's the most secret thing that we have right now because it's strong. Like a quirk, right? If you're talking about quirk in Boku no Hero Academia, no, it's not. It's not a quirk. Everyone can use sota. Everyone can learn the type of sota they want. Everyone can learn the same type of sota they want to if they want to. So it could be anything really, as long as you have the knowledge to produce it. The limits of sota is your imagination and your understanding of things. Basically, it needs your imagination and your knowledge for things to like happen there. You know how explosion work, you know how explosion triggers, you learn how explosion triggers, and so you know how to make explosion sota, something like that. Can everyone do that? Yes, they can. They can make explosion sota if they want to, they just need to learn something. Jotting that down so I can get it right myself. I imagine that Ipd agent have sota transform into weirdest of thing food like rubber duck or a spoon. Oh my god. Sotas are technology and not biological, right? Yes, sotas are technological. They are basically small nano machines. Can two people have the same kind of? They can. So it's just a matter of learning, really. It's basically if you go to some school, you learn how to do the same stuff, you can do the same stuff, something like that. So there is no specialist in sota creation because like it depends on what you're learning, something like that. I mean, like there is some specialists, but technically everyone can learn everyone's sota if they want to. They just have to study. That's it. Kind of like alchemy. Yes, kind of like alchemy. Everyone can do alchemy, but everyone have their own specialty in alchemy because they learn it more, because they love that alchemy more. Something like that. Imagine having sota just to make yourself a good food. I would, but using your sota to make good food is kind of like a hard thing to do because there's a lot of molecular thing that you need to learn to make that food. But if you can learn it, then go ahead, something like that. Or to make money for yourself, it doesn't work like that. I mean, like IPD have their own credits, but it's not something that you can manipulate, really. Specialization, nano machines, boy. Does it need the rule of equivalent exchange too? Yes, because basically let's see, let me remember what sota is. Basically sota is something that sota is basically just a technology to help you meld things. In essence is something like that. It's like sota is something that help you meld things. So if you wanted to create particles of water, your sota will help you safely create H2O to make water, something like that. So everything else is up to your knowledge on what does water particle made of, something like that. Isn't making food using sota kind of waste of normal condition? Yes, very wasteful actually. It's not good for somebody to use their sota to make food. It's too wasteful. Vegans could possibly create a whole planetary sized weapon with their sotas. The thing is, as you can see, the highlights of my hair means I can use sota less. So the more I push myself too hard using sota, my maximum capacity of using a sota decreases. So most of the free eons is actually weaker than us, basically like that. But they have a high status because they are basically war veterans. They are weaker than us because they have exhausted their ability to basically maintain their sota. Oh my god. Penyanyi said it again. Is the knowledge of sota or learning it limited to IPD members only? Not really. So basically, sotas is not something that sota is something that you learn. But technically, the thing that you actually have to learn is not the sota control itself. It's more like how does things work. how does water work? How does one create water? What kind of particle do we need to make water? And basically the sota will help you melt those things together safely so you can create an H2O particle so you can make water. So basically you need to be a scientist to be able to learn sota, something like that. Can you deconstruct item that you created? So basically when you created something, you take a particle from the world and basically just like combine them into one. It's basically like you're playing Play-Doh. You're just like, oh, I'll take some of that color. Oh, I'll take some of that color to make something like out of that particles of things. So like yes, you can deconstruct an item that I created, but it's the same idea as I deconstruct item that I didn't create as well, because basically the item that you created is just a mishmash of things. So like it's basically just a stuff. It's not your specific stuff. This is my specific stuff. No, it's not. It's basically just your stuff now. It's basically just a stuff now. Okay, so physics and chemical knowledge, got it. It's something like that, yes, actually. I don't. So what you're saying is kids should pay attention to science in school. Yes, exactly. And that's how SOTA works. So can you create tsunami? Yes, you can. Can you create like a tornado? Yes, you can. Can you become avatar? Yes, you can become an avatar. Can you become like anything that you have in your mind can actually work as long as you know the science behind it. And since we're the IPD, we have knowledge far exceeding from Earth. We basically have almost any kind of knowledge if we look for it or something. For example, when you create fire, you still need oxygen and heat to sota will create process. Exactly, yes. The sota can heat itself by friction, so it would like have heat. But the fire itself, you kind of need other things to burn. I mean, like gas or something like that you can create by pulling other kind of particles in the air. Yes, you can. Become IBD to become yes. Hola, hola. It is need too much energy. It depends on the things that you're trying to create. If you're not used to the things that you need to create, that means you need more focus. It's basically like when you're drawing, you kind of at first you kind of need a long time to create a face, but as time goes, it's kind of already in your reflex to make a face, so it's kind of easy. You don't need that much of focus in it. So that's how you basically grow using a sota. You just have to get used to it, something like that. As long as you don't push yourself too hard, because when you start to push yourself too hard, your maximum capacity wouldn't increase, they would decrease instead. So never try to push yourself too hard, because it doesn't work like that. Have any people blood their sotas like caused to overreact? Yes, because basically when you're trying to learn something, it's highly dangerous. Like when you try to learn something, it's highly dangerous. That's why we have this chamber where we can test them virtually, and after we get the gist of it, after we succeed in this virtual space a lot of times, then we can actually handle the sota ourselves. Because who knows, maybe one time you accidentally created a nuclear bomb and we don't know about it, and then we die. So like there's this virtual space where you can learn, where you can virtually use a sota to create some things, but it doesn't like have any side effect or anything like that. Cory, susunod Cory na. Hello, Rai. Hope you're doing alright. Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you for coming to the stream, Corin. Arigato. Terima kasih. Ay, cuma lagi ngomongin tentang technology. Yes. Wait, so your hair resembles that amount of sota that you can control. Does that mean new recruits have like killer anime hair colors? So it's the opposite. It's the opposite. So basically, imagine your hair color is black. Imagine your hair color is black, and then that means you have almost all of the potential in the world to learn things, and your maximum capacity could grow, and you essentially can become a god. But if you done things wrong, your hair color will change, and it will actually decrease the potential that you have the more you have that change of color in your hair. So basically, the more killer anime hair colors somebody have, the more weaker they are actually. Technology, interesting topic, yeah. So when you're living in Yu-Gi-Oh world, most of them are weak, basically like that. Joey, on the other hand, is actually one of the strongest and most potential to control the Sota even more than the others, something like that. Semakin banyak uban, semakin lemah. Benar sekali. Semakin banyak ubannya, semakin lemah. Is it possible for an Ipd to get fired if they can control Sota? No, it's not possible. Because like Sota, it's more like you wouldn't go into missions if you can't control Sota. Because like you're basically not a full-fledged Ipd yet. You're basically still in high school, something like that. You don't have a job when you're still in high school. Enemies are basically dangerous? Not really. They're not dangerous. They just have lots of potential. But technically their limits are still small. I mean, like compared to like the others, like their limits, they have the most potential to grow faster, but they're still level 1 basically. All people with RGB here, let's go. So Fiance will have a killer anime protagonist here. Damn good thing that is a bit strange to all people with you. Yes, Fiance people have Yu-Gi-Oh here. Yes, that's one way to put it. I actually start to grow a couple of more RGB here, which is kind of bad, but yes. And that's how Sota goes. When you're a mercenary, you're basically going to have to learn Sota. As a mercenary, you can participate in any kind of class you want, yes, but your name is basically gonna be your number and your class. Like imagine your number 0001, then your name is probably gonna be 0001 Galilean, something like that. Can RGB hair change color? Yes, they can. So like every kind of hair pigment have their own color change, As in, like, my color change is like light blue, and then like purple, and then green, and then white, while the black one have like another kind of color, like they would turn brown, they would turn like yellow, they would turn like bluish, and then they would turn white, something like that. So like everyone have their own difference. Agents get reporting for duty. Oh, itu tuh. Indonesia are invited who will be stronger with the hair thingy, I mean. People like Sunset Barbecue doesn't have a highlight, doesn't have a hair highlight. The second wave, oh, all of us have hair highlights. The third wave, besides besides Laila, I think everyone have highlights, and the fourth wave is basically like wait, does Etna have highlights? Yeah, I think Etna have highlights. Yeah, that she does. And like so yeah, basically most of the people in Niji ID would be strong because they still don't have any highlights. Riksa, apa kamu sendiri? Jing jing jing. One step closer to cool grandpa, Rai. when I'm about to be like when I'm about to retire, all of my hair will become white, and then basically essentially I would be the same. Like my body will be the same, but my hair will be white. That's it. What about bald hair people? Does their head become RGB? Does their head shine and change color like disco ball? I say hair, but yeah, I mean I said hair, but hair. Other than hair, then no, they don't really show any pigmentation. Then there's no need for pigmentation, which is kind of hard to like what's it called, scale. You can go to the hospital from time to time to check your maximum SOTA focus count or something like that. So yes, you just go to the doctor to check. Just singular hair strike means she's the final boss. Yes. The discover grandpas. Oh my god. Discover grandpas. What if the bald one has transparent hair? What does that mean? I'm not sure what transparent hair is, but usually when it's humanoid, it would affect the hair. I did say that in the IPD we don't only have humans. We have something like a Cthulhu, we have something like a bug monster, we have something like a bear kind of thing. So like there's a lot of other people out here, and they all have kind of different pigmentations. But yes, aura hair, oh my god, like Shoto. Is that a red hair like American Black? Oh wait. RGB bear alien wear. So yes, everything is possible out here, yes. And pigmentation is a common thing here, though we can't really control what kind of pigmentation we have, though usually each species have their own different thing. Most humanoids would usually have a change color in hair, but other species are kind of different. Sometimes they have like a change in color in their shell, sometimes they have a change of color in their eyes. It depends on each species. red hair like American. I mean, like, yes, they do. I mean, like, it's just a hairstyle, right? So if it's for the whole body become RGB, kind of. Yes. Not all, but yes. Is IPD work a form based on what they are in the past, like IPD recruitment? Yes, so basically if you're an alien from this planet, then the form will be that. In case if you lose an arm, it will grow back. No worry, something like that, if I remember correctly. You ever use that? Oh wait, that too. So yeah, that's the side effect of Sota, basically. It's just a minor. The hair change thing is just a minor side effect, really. The huge side effect, however, it goes directly to your brain. If you use like too much extensively, well, you're going to start bleeding everywhere, and then you will die, something like that. Actually, since IPD are semi-immortal, can you like give up all your life and just die, or just waste all of them before entering the sweet embrace of death? Yes, you can. Yes, you can if you want to, which is kind of sad, but yes, you can. But we still have our jobs, you know. Like, we save people. We save Linta Dimension from a ruin. We basically we feel like a hero. In the same time, we feel like if we waste them, then we're wasting all of the other Rais in the entire universe life, just for us being really just for us being, well, selfish, something like that. It always gets onto our head or something. It happens all the time. Pretty much all messed up things happen all the time. Pretty much all messed up things happen usually because the rule states that we don't save people that doesn't have anything to do with other dimension stuff, which is kinda suck, but that's our job. But yes. So be remember, don't face existential crisis. That's my secret, Cap. I always face existential crisis. Is your hair can become all blue if it used too much? Yes, my hair can become all blue if it's used too much. And eventually it will become white. And after that I will become old. I will retire. Something like that. Ouch. IP member can die from old age? They can't. They can die from old age. The only way for them to die is to waste all of their points, and then they die in the field. How to tell if IPD is old? You can't. When somebody maintains their focus like really well, they won't even show any kind of pigmentation happening on their hair or anywhere at all, which is kind of like deceiving. So like the only way to like know if they're old or not is, well, check their bio. That's it. It makes sense to turn white as a combination of all colors of the spectrum is pretty cool. Yes. It will turn white. Can't become a what? He just grows old. I'm not even going to get wrinkly or old. I'm going to stay like this forever. It's just my hair is going to change. That's it. Selamat pagi. Selamat pagi? Question mark. As long as they still have Sota and spare life, yes. Oh good, but so no. I'm going to stay like this forever. Unless I decide to get bara-ish. Then I'm going to stay in this posture with this face, but with bara bara body, I guess. You want that though? I mean, sounds cool. What if the end of time exists? What if the end of time exists? The end of time is basically the destruction of one dimension. It is basically the end of one dimension as they expand, and everything will turn hot and cold, and everything will die. Basically, like it's a destruction of a universe, and that's a natural occurrence. We don't do anything about that. Onegaimashou, last guess. Pagi Rai, selamat pagi? Question mark. So yeah, that is all about IPD. Ta-da. It's already 3 hours since I streamed. I need to go back to do stuff again. I'm sorry I can stay too long, but yes, thank you very much for coming to the stream, Otokare. Yeah, Otokare. I was planning to have at least 1 hour stream, but I guess we kind of like take things a little bit too far. I'm gonna go back to work after I eat. But I do know the mentions forum when one is destroyed. Usually they will. Usually it's like a cycle of life. They go back into 0. Back to Shigoto-san, gambare ya. Arigato. Thank you for coming to the stream, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to the stream. It was very fun. Also, thank you for everything. If there's like a donation that I missed, please do tell me about it. Then I'm going to go back to work. Thank you for coming to my stream. I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye. Goodbye.